Purls podcast. This is episode
96.
No, it says 97.
97.
97. We are a knitting and spinning podcast coming to you twice a month-ish from outside New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are super glad that you're here with us today. So I am Robin.
I'm Mary.
You can find me as Teeny Button on Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my hand-dyed yarn at teennybuttonstudio.com.
On Ravelry, I am Snippin' Full. On Instagram, I am Cherry Pearls Mary.
And we have a podcast group for the podcast. That's where you can find the show notes as well as links to everything we're going to talk about, as well as knit-along threads and giveaways and all that good stuff. So that's going to be linked down below. It is Cherry Pearls Podcast on Ravelry. So we have some knit-alongs to talk about. We have a giveaway winner to announce for our third Podiversary giveaway. Your preference for which to do first?
Nope.
Let's do the giveaway.
All right.
So, we don't have it with us, do we?
I didn't know I was supposed to bring it.
We have a picture of it.
On the last episode. Talked about it on the last episode. I don't know if you saw the last episode. I brought the pattern, but I couldn't find the yarn. And that's because I set it down in the garage to open the door. And when I got back home from podcasting or recording, it was still sitting in the garage waiting for me to come home.
Whoops.
But Robin did insert a picture of the yarn that goes with the pattern in the podcast.
It happens. So we are giving away the Huge Shift Afghan that was donated to us by Michelle. Is that right?
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you. So we asked what is next on your knitting queue.
Mm-hmm.
And our winner was post number 32. That is Merlin Magic 21, who is Connie. Yeah. So she said she's working on a 4DK skein shawl for the Crazy Sock Lady, and next up is the Tenya by Caitlin Hunter.
Does anybody know how to say that correctly? Because I've heard it both.
Yeah, I think
I've heard Tegna and I've heard Tenya.
I think it's part of her Knitily collection, so like it's inspired by a town in Italy.
I have no idea.
But I don't know how to pronounce Italian, so.
I kind of wish if things weren't pronounced the way they looked, that people would put the pronunciation maybe on the pattern page, just so everybody's saying it correctly.
Yeah, I've seen that before from a couple of people. But anyway, congratulations, Connie.
Yes.
So get in touch with either one of us and give us your address, and we'll get that sent off to you. And thank you to everybody who entered.
Yeah, I was excited. Some of y'all are going to be working on some really cool things, and Robin and I went and checked out the people who put the links. We went and checked them out.
Hey.
And I can't wait to see them. Hope you post them in the group when you finish, because we'd like to see them.
Yeah. So we have some knit-alongs to talk about. Would you like to talk about the Abigail's Hope?
Sure. The first knit-along that we are working on is one called for Abigail's Hope, and it's a make-along. So you can either knit, crochet, or loom knit either baby hats or baby blankets for Abigail's Hope. We started this knit-along the 1st of March, and it will run through May 15th, so it's almost at an end. But these are hats for preemies or stillborn babies, so if you still want to participate, there's still time. The blankets are a little bit bigger. I think they're 15 by 15 or 12 by 12. But if you crochet, I understand, since I'm not a big crocheter, that you can whip those up pretty fast. Mm-hmm. So please don't let, the short time period here keep you from entering if you think you have the time to knit some hats or a blanket. But anyway, we're doing that with Amy. She is hosting the Finished Objects thread in her Abigail's Hope Ravelry group. We have a link to that group in our show notes, and we are hosting the chatter thread. And we will draw prizes, and you need to be a member of both podcast group, both Ravelry groups to win a prize. But if you have a question as to what the full rules are, go check out the chatter thread or the Finished Objects thread in Amy's group, and the rules are there.
Yeah. So I am running a separate knit-along in the Teeny Button Studio Ravelry group. It's the Harry Potter along, or Harry Potter knit-along. The full rules can be found in the Teeny Button Studio group. It'll be linked in the show notes. But basically, you knit or crochet with Teeny Button Studio Harry Potter yarn in any pattern, or a Harry Potter pattern with Teeny Button Studio yarn. So again, full rules can be found in there, but it is a quarterly knit-along, so the second quarter has started. If you want to be eligible for the grand prize, you need to enter every quarter, or you can just enter one quarter and be eligible for that quarter's prize. So check it out if you like Harry Potter yarn.
Sounds like a plan.
Another quick upcoming show news. You can find both of us next month because it's May. How did it get to be May already? That's crazy. But you can find both of us at the Houston Fiber Fest in June. I believe that's June 21st through the 23rd. Does that sound right? Yes.
Yep.
June 21st to the 23rd. And then you can find just me at the Super Summer Knit Together, SSK, in Nashville, Tennessee. And that is going to be July 20th.
I am keeping my fingers crossed, though.
Yes.
There is a chance if somebody drops out that I could get picked in the lottery.
Yeah.
But as of right now, it will be just Robin.
Just me.
Not me.
Yeah. I've never done a show by myself before, so this will be interesting if that's how it turns out. But I'm sure I can do it.
Oh, yeah. I think you can.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick does it all the time.
Yeah. So that is all of our administrative stuff. We now have finished objects.
I have one now because I finished it at lunch.
I have two, so I will go first.
You should.
Let's see. Oh. You want to put that on the block?
Sure.
I finished a pair of socks. Oh, gosh. I really should have had the foresight to get these beforehand.
Yeah, I could have done this.
Yeah.
During setup.
But I did finish my mustache yarn socks. Traditionally, I knit with mustache yarn in the car on the way to DFW because
that's where you buy
that is usually where I've gotten it from. And I have a lot of it, so it makes sense to kind of go through it, kind of use it up eventually. These look really good.
Because you may want to buy more.
Yes. So, again, this is mustache yarn. This is her must-match socks on her perfect sock base. It's a 75/25. The colorway is Daily Eggs. And I really love it. It's perfect for spring. Kind of matches my little stripy Honeydukes shirt here.
You cut the heels in?
I did. I cut the heels in, so I knit them as tubes, and then I used the Kirby Werby method. So I guess it's a tutorial. It's on YouTube. It's by Kirby Werby, and basically the trick is to leave some of the stitches on the ends unpicked because it closes up that hole in the edge. And then I use the smooth operator. I usually use the smooth operator pattern. I can't remember if I did for this one. I just kind of did my own thing, but I will recommend the Smooth Operator Sock Pattern by Susan B. Anderson if you're looking to learn how to do afterthought heels. So, I kind of like doing it this way because it mimics the look of the toe. Because you see how you get like that kind of panel?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see. You get that like panel here, and then you get it here. So that's why I do it like that. Sometimes I do the one where you get like a straight line of decreases, but I like this too. So, not a whole lot to say. This was a short skein. Somebody's crinkling over there. She's stomping around on the desk.
She's doing patrol, looking out the window. This is a short row.
Short skein. This is a short skein.
Short skein.
I think it was 86 grams, so I don't have a ton left over, but it would be enough to give to you to put in your granny stripe blanket.
Oh, cool.
Which is actually done. You can put it in your bits and bobs blanket. Because it's striping, so you can put it in your Skeenigans blanket.
Yeah,
your
maybe.
Northeasterly, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So, and I do like how she does the two matching skeins.
Must match.
Yes, I really do like that. I know it takes more work, but I really do appreciate it. So,
great job, Stacy.
They're beautiful. I love this color, and I like the speckles, especially in the brown.
Mm-hmm.
You can really see this one. I really like that.
I like the speckles in the blue too.
Yeah, very pretty. And I like how I was able to like sandwich, because like sometimes whenever I do it, this part, like this blue, no, this one, I'm going backwards, is like way bigger, but this looks really intentional with the big green.
It was intentional.
Yeah, but sometimes the striping lines up where you get like a small stripe of green and like a big chunk of pink. With this with the green, it looks like it looks good. I like it. I'm really happy with it. So that is my first finished object. Yes, please. Well, you can leave them on. I'll have another pair of socks.
Oh, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need to take pictures of them. I'll do that after this.
Go ahead.
I'll go again?
Yeah, keep going.
So this has not been blocked, and it looks tiny.
Should we put it on Purl?
We should put it. Can you grab her?
Yeah.
We're going to put it on Purl. This
one.
is the Rippurrl Bralette by Jessie May. Sorry, I have my show notes on my phone. Jessie May Martinson. The yarn is cat sandwich fibers. The colorway is Don't Call Me Shirley.
Because Robin says it's a thing where people are putting this on their cat.
Yeah, it's a hashtag. You can put her on through the straps. All right.
Okay, you're going to hold her up?
So it fits Purl perfectly. Oh, it's beautiful on
Purl.
Purl.
Looks so happy. Isn't that beautiful?
She's so patient with me.
baby. She's like, Mother, I'm not sure about this.
See if she can crawl through the front.
She's stepping out of it.
Sorry, Purl. So
She said that was not that dignified.
people have been taking pictures. It's because it's the Rippurrl bralette. I think it's Rippurrl bralette is the hashtag. Purr.
So do we need to put her back in it?
I'll put the hashtag on the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of her later in it. So I love that. There's also a dog one, but I can't remember the name because it looks so small. And
But it's
like,
very stretchy.
Yeah, it's super stretchy. So this actually fits me perfectly. So just imagine. I'm not gonna try it on for y'all because reasons, but just imagine.
Pretend.
But I actually finished the straps at Knit Group, and I'm like, that's good enough. And I tried it on, and I'm like, no, it's not good enough. I was like digging in.
Too short.
So I ended up unpicking the 3-needle bind off, and I knit another 20 rows of it's not really an I-cord. I'm not going to give it away as a paid pattern, but the strap.
Like flattened.
Yes, the strap. And then I 3-needle bind it off to
Bound it off again.
that one. And I really like it. So this is, again, it's cat sandwich fibers, and don't call me Shirley. It's her trusty sock base. I think it's her 7525.
It is her trusty because it's on here from last time.
Woo! Yes, trusty sock.
Yep.
So, and actually, I really, because at one point I was alternating. I was doing the helical method, working one strand from the inside and one strand from the outside. But you really can't tell. It kind of distributes the color.
Yeah, I don't see
evenly.
any pulling. It looks
Yeah, it's
great.
a little bit stripy, which I kind of like. And here's the back. So I really like it. I would knit another one of these. I would knit it maybe a hair longer before you do the little, what are these called? Little V's at the top.
Cups.
Well, they're not really cups because they're higher up.
The
strappy,
the V part of the strap.
the V part at the top, where you separate for like the V-neck sweetheart thing.
Where the cups would be.
Yeah. So I would do more of just the in the round part. So like this middle part, just a little bit, because like I get a little gap whenever I raise my arms, but it's not enough to redo it, and it's not enough to really bother me. So, but I really, really like it, and I would knit it again. And she has a bunch of patterns like this. She has a crop top. She has,
I'm sorry.
What?
No, finish.
She has a crop top like this. She has a racer, like a breeze racer back. Forgive me, I know that's not right. Something breezy racer back possibly. And then she has bubble crop top that she's coming out with soon. So she has a lot of cute, summery sort of garments. So I really enjoyed this, and it's a great use. I used, I think I had somewhere between 7 and 10 grams of yarn left from a single skein. So if you have a single skein and you don't want to make socks, this would be perfect.
I was going to say you need to check to see what color works best on Purl for your next one. Since she'll be modeling.
Yeah. That color looks nice on Purl. Purl looks nice in all colors.
She does.
Yes.
She's very photogenic.
Those are my finished objects.
So my one finished object, I finished it at lunch today, is another one of the cat snugglies.
No.
So it's just like the other one. This pattern is the Easy Knit Snuggle by Ray French, and this is done in Karen Simply Soft, and the colors are Super Duper Yellow and Victorian Rose.
I love that name.
So I will put this with the other one and mail them off to Comfort for Critters, I think is the group that I'm sending them to.
You know what I just realized we didn't talk about that people may care about?
Mm-hmm.
We have some new additions to the family.
Oh, we can talk about that at the end.
Okay, we'll talk about baby kittens at the end.
Which is kind of why I don't have an awful lot of stuff finished.
Yeah.
Or I'm still actually doing the same stuff I did last time.
Yeah.
Because they're easy to pick up and put down. But yeah, so this is my one finished object for this podcast.
We'll talk about it at the end. But yeah, because you said cat mats, and I'm like, hey, there's cats.
Speaking of cats.
There's a lot of cats in this. And we have a lot of cats in our lives right now.
A bit.
So, this is my first work in progress. We're moving along now to whips. This is in my Serena bag from Diana Couture. And I love this bag because it holds a ton of yarn. So, I am knitting once again. I don't know if y'all are sick of seeing this.
I don't think you've shown
I've
it
shown
that
it a couple
much.
of times.
But you are still working on it.
I am still working on it very slowly. For some reason, like, I really enjoy it, but, like, I just don't feel like picking it up sometimes.
But there are other things that are calling your name.
Yeah. So this is the Baubles shawl. This is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. And it is getting close to being done. I think I'm at the end of the brioche section, the syncopated brioche here. So then there's another lace section. And then I can't remember if there's another stripe section. But then there's like a bobble brioche section, and then it's done. So I'm 2 or 3 sections from the end. So it's pretty good size already.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm using La Bien Aimée. And let's see. So the main color is the Indian Tangle colorway, Rhinebeck colorway from 2 years ago, or from 2017. That's right?
Yeah.
This is Autumn au Rhinebeck. It's French, so that's the best I can do. I took a stab at it. This blue is Isle of Arran. And I actually got this from a D-Stash. So Isle of Arran. And then this is Sorry, which I also got from a D-Stash. So I really like them together. I think they really work for this project.
Yeah. Because both of the colors are in this.
Yeah. And I've talked about it before, but I will talk about it again. So the 2 Indie Untangled colorway skeins I have, one of them has a little bit more speckling than the other. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm using the more speckled skein in the lace and the less speckled skein for the stripes. It's backwards, though, for the stripes and the brioche. Yeah.
It goes this way. But
goes that way.
It's more speckled here, less speckled here. Okay.
Just so that especially with the lace section, you'll really be able to tell if they're different.
I think that was brilliant.
Yeah. So I think, because I've had people do that with my yarn if they get a skein of the owlery that has more gold or more brown or, less speckling.
Makes sense.
We use one for the contrast and one for the main. So that's my first work in progress.
Do you want to keep going?
Do you have any?
I have one.
Oh, okay. I'll go again.
Same one as last time.
I'll go again. So I started a new sock. And this yarn, I'm keeping this, I'm showing my project bags because somebody asked me about my project bags. This is from Lynn at Sunshine and Bubblegum. It is the, oh gosh, what was the name of this game? The cat game. Neko Atsumi, I think.
That's it.
Yeah. It was this fun game.
I'll have to remember with the me.
Yeah.
Me part.
You can still play this game on your phone. It's like a cat simulator, and you play with the cats. It's super cute.
It's cute.
Yeah, so that's what the fabric is from. So the yarn, this is Desert Vista Dye Works. It is her Big Magic colorway, which is based on a book. Is that Leanne Moriarty? Is that who wrote that book?
I don't know.
I haven't read it, but I want to say that's who wrote it. So I caked this skein up on the way to visit you last weekend, or not 2 days ago, but the weekend before. And my ball winder kind of butchered it a little bit, so I'm like, well, I'm going to fix it. So then I pulled the center out of the skein, and it pulled everything else out except for the center from the middle of the skein. So I wound it into a ball, because Larry is the MVP, and Larry drives. Whenever we go visit them for the weekend, Larry will drive both ways, which is about an hour. So a little less than an hour.
Way.
Yeah. So I didn't quite get it balled up in the drive, but I came close. But I really do like the Gobstoppers look. So this is, again, Desert Vista. And so I started a sock. This is the Geek Socks pattern by Wei S. Long. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. It was a knitty pattern from a very long time ago, so it is free if you are a free pattern person, which everybody's a free pattern person sometimes.
Yeah, but it's a great pattern. It's a great
pattern.
pattern.
I will pay for a pattern, but I do enjoy a free pattern every so often, especially from Knitty, because they do a fantastic job with their magazine. So that's how it looks. It's kind of like chevron-y. So it is slip stitches, so I am knitting the 72 stitch size, just so I have enough stretch to get it over.
And the patterning is just on the top.
Yeah, just on the top. The back is just straight.
Or the front, I should say, I guess.
Yeah, so that is how it looks. This charm is from Cakery Bakery on Etsy. People keep asking me. I'm pretty sure it's from Cakery Bakery. But Big Magic and unicorns, to me, just kind of go together in my mind. So I'm like, eh. So I also in here have, because you girls matchy-matchy, unicorn rainbow scissors and unicorn tape measure. Even though I don't use tape measures for socks, I'm like, well, it has to go together. So obviously
they need to play together in the bag.
Yeah. Well, what I do when we go to knit group is I bring 2 or 3 projects. because I over prepare.
You do.
So if I
well,
need
you get tired of one.
Yeah. If I need a tape measure, then I have a tape measure. I don't have to put it in the other bag.
Some of them take better pictures than others, depending on what you're drinking.
They laugh at me, but
We do.
But I like my stuff to match. So
my drink was in your picture on Sunday.
But I didn't post that picture.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
We have to sit at the table with the right lighting. Like, I take my Instagram like project photography very seriously. So y'all may know that.
You do. It makes you happy.
Everything has to match because I have enough. Like, I was gonna say crap, but that's not a very nice word. I have enough notions and bags and stuff that I have something that matches almost every project. So why not use it?
If it makes you happy, you do it. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So that is my sock.
I like how that's turning out.
I really love it. I love this pattern. I forget how much I love this pattern, and it blocks because I kind of get like you see how the little gaps.
Mm-hmm.
It blocks out really nicely. So that's one reason why you should block your socks if you feel so inclined.
I block them on my foot.
Yeah. So that is my second work in progress.
All right. So I am continuing to work on my northeasterly.
I love that. Did you see Melissa just put out a new blanket pattern?
Yes, I did.
I really like it.
Okay, so I've added to, let's go this way with it. I've added to it from last week. Oops, sorry. Let me hold that. So I've extended this one a little bit longer, and then I've added a couple more panels down.
Oh, this is Cozy Knitter?
Yeah. So I've added another panel there. So I'm kind of working up to where it's going to kind of be a diagonal, and then I'll add another one and move the diagonal. But yeah, the things that I've been working on last 2 weeks especially have been things that I can pick up and put down that I don't have to give any thought about because the pattern is memorized because I've been really distracted last 2 weeks, which we'll talk about towards the end. If you've been follow us on Instagram, you already know what is going on. But anyway, so yeah, I'm enjoying this still.
It looks good.
Yeah. I'm cool with
so
it.
What happens whenever because you're putting them on a diagonal, I see.
Yeah.
So Cozy Knitter, Cozy Knitter, Cozy Knitter, Cozy Knitter. But what happens whenever you run out of that scrap? You just start a new one?
Start a new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh, that makes sense.
I'm not worried. I mean,
it's a casual project.
Yeah. It's not like I'm gonna sell it or put it in an auction and expect to get tons of money from it or something like that. So
do you need another skein of Albus?
At some point I may, yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
You'll let me know. So I have one more work in progress, and it is in this bag that I got at Rhinebeck. So the bag maker was the mother of the Wee Ones lady, but she doesn't have a brand, so I'm not sure if you can buy this bag, but I had to get it because look,
boxes.
It looks just like,
very similar to your logo.
Just like my logo. Super cute. I love that. I had to get it. I could not get it. So I have finally, since I finished my Rippurrl crop top,
and you said that you wouldn't start this until then.
Because I need the needles. So I did use the needles. So this is my Soldotna crop. I think it's Soldotna crop. It's patterned by Caitlin Hunter of Boylan Knitworks. And it is a colorwork yoke, or colorwork all the way crop top. And I started it at Knit Group on Sunday. So it is now Tuesday. So this is how much I've done. And I freaking love it. So I'm kind of scared of colorwork. I took a class with Kirsten Kapoor at SSK last year, and she had some good tips, but this is the first time I've done a little bit of color work, but I haven't actually finished anything because it takes so long, but I need to just get over it. I'm like, it takes so long. I could have knit, so many rows, and the time it takes me to do color work.
But when that's finished, you'll be so happy.
Well, the only way you get faster at it, too, is by doing it.
Yep. So practice.
So this is the Soldotna by Caitlin Hunter, and it takes 4 colors. So this is my color A. This is Meet Me in Kingston. Oh, it's all Teeny Button Studio, Squish DK. So it's DK weight.
So
that's color A. Or I think she does A, B, C, D. Color A is Meet Me in Kingston. Color B is Tiffany Box. Color 3 is Treacle Toffee. Pardon me.
Wait, there we go.
And then color D is On Your Marks, Get Set, Bake. So,
you haven't started the On Your Mark, Get Set, Bake yet.
No. You do a little bit, if you look at the pattern, you can tell. So I'm kind of doing these little chevrons way at the top. And then there's a section where you do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 of the blue, the dark blue, and then the speckle. And then you do the speckle with the toffee color for the arrows in the middle. So it's going to be mostly blue with orange accents.
orange.
Well, the brownish, because this has orange in it.
Coffee.
Yeah. So I was afraid of a crop top and how to style it and how to wear it. So I've seen a lot of people with the grain line studio grain line design. They're a sewing pattern company. The Farrow dress, Farrow, and they have like you can make it out of linen. It looks super pretty and it's all swingy. And I really wanted to make that because I'm trying to get back into sewing a little bit, but they only go up to like a size 18, 16 or 18, which will not work for me. So I actually ended up ordering a dress from Target that's very similar, but it's polyester and spandex, but we'll see how that works. I'm going to wear the crop top over the little swingy dress.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, I've seen some people wear it with like a button down,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the idea of that, but the idea of wearing something long sleeve under a sweater, and this is a short sleeve sweater, so I'm really not sure what the purpose of it is.
Don't know.
I mean, it's cute, and I like the look of it, and I'll probably knit the short sleeve version, but to me, a sweater is like a sweater. It's supposed to be cold, yeah. So a short sleeve sweater, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to wear it, but I'll do it because I like, I'll try something new.
It looks good. I like how this is turning out.
Yeah,
it's really pretty.
I've seen some people like lay theirs out and they take a picture of it like this. But for the size that I did, I had a lot more short rows in the back, so I don't know if it'll lay as flat as like the smaller sizes, but we'll see.
Maybe when it gets a little bit more.
Yeah. I am knitting the biggest size, but I did go down a needle size. And I did not gauge swatch because
She's living
playing
dangerously.
fast and loose. So I'm like, I know I knit loose, which is why I was afraid if I used the size 5 that my color work would be kind of loose. And I don't want it to be gappy because that's happened to me with some of the color work I've practiced with. And I know that superwash yarn has a tendency to grow, especially if you knit it at a looser gauge. So the way I solved that was to go down to a 4 and then go up a bust size. Kind of.
We'll see.
We'll see. By my bust measurement, I think I should be in the extra large, but I'm knitting the 3X. I went up 2 sizes. And because it's cropped, because usually my issue with sweaters is that I have a larger hip measurement than my waist and my bust, like comparatively. But since this is a crop sweater, the hip measurement doesn't matter because it doesn't go down to your hips. But I'm knitting the largest size anyway and going down needle size, so it's supposed to have some ease. So I'm hoping that
But it's also top down, so
it
can be tried on and it can be adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, and shout out to Caitlin Hunter and Andrea Mowry and a couple other designers who are extending their size range.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yes, because
I
know Andrea Mowry was speaking specifically about the Weekender because I just finished my Weekender and I did have to add stitches to it, so I really appreciate that. I need to send her a message because I think she asked for some sort of feedback on some of that, but yeah. I'm always happy to see more inclusivity, especially in sizing. So, this will work for me, and soon it will work for lots of other people too. That it didn't work for her before, because she's extending the sizes. So, yay, happy. And I'm feeling a little bit better about the color work, because as I'm going, I'm stretching it out, and I'm like, okay, I think that'll be okay. I'm just really worried. I know it'll grow into rip blocks too. I'm hoping it will. But there's my floats. People usually show their floats. This is the first time I've done color work that I've been able to show you guys that I felt really good about, so humor me for a second.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love it. I'm really happy with it. And this is
nice.
It's kind of potato chippy for me right now. It's kind of like all I want to work on. And I had to be careful whenever you were on your way here because like I was in the middle of a row and I'm like, oh no, you're going to be here. And I have to get up in the middle of a row and let you in and
I would forget.
I would forget where I was because I was like counting. It's like 3 on, then 2, then 3, then, And with ribbing, it's really hard to count to 2. So that is all my works in progress.
Alrighty.
Is that all your works in progress?
That is all my works in progress.
And we have no throw me something mystery today.
Neither one of us have gotten anything in the last since the last podcast.
Yeah, I have some stuff that I got before that has it hasn't been unpacked yet. It's somewhere, I'm hoping, that I haven't been able to find it yet. So I'll
when you
have that
find
to show
it, you'll have it
at some
to show.
point. Yeah,
That works.
Yeah, but you want to talk about Lane Yap and we'll talk about the babies?
Sure. So the reason why I have been distracted and Robin may have had some distractions is we have 2 new family members at home. We've adopted 2 new kittens. and they are a lot of fun. We have a little girl. Her name is Helga. She's named after Helga Hufflepuff. She is black and she's got a little white stripe down her nose. So she kind of sort of looks like a badger. So that's where her name comes from. And we also have a little boy. He's white with some tabby spots on his side.
Mm.
And he is very handsome and charming. So he is named Gilderoy after Gilderoy.
He's also a little pushy.
Well, he is 9 days older. They are from 2 different litters, and he is a bit on the aggressive side when it comes to eating, and he does like to attack his sister a lot.
Mm.
But that being said, when they're fighting, you hear her meowing and growling. You don't hear him, but as soon as she gets away from him, she's the one who does a flying leap back into the fight. So it's pretty much a mutual thing with those two. But they're a lot of fun. Big Brother Hagrid is having a great time with them. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see there's been a couple of pictures posted and some video. He's doing great. He's enjoying having them around. Cereza is having none of that, which is to be expected. She prefers to be not only the only cat, but pretty much the only person in the house. Yeah. And Pearl's not thrilled.
Well, Pearl doesn't live there full time. Pearl lives with me, and then I take her with me whenever I spend the night.
Pearl comes for visits to Grandma's house.
She was not happy at first. She does what Sid calls the mega hiss. So it's pretty much the loudest, longest hiss I've ever heard a cat make. She's not happy whenever they come too close. Yeah. But she was playing next to them on Sunday. Yeah. So I think that's a good sign because it took her a while to warm up to Hagrid.
Yeah, you said it took about a month before she and Hagrid were playing together,
and she was living there full time.
Yeah, and it's okay. They don't have to be best friends. I'm thrilled because Hagrid is only a year old, so he's still a kitten in my eyes. So he's enjoying having someone to play with. Cereza was born old, I think.
Cereza's not a player.
No, she's just not, and she's very attached to couple of people, and that's all she wants in her life, and so nothing wrong with that either if that's what makes her happy. But we have been distracted. I've been playing with them a lot, and this weekend we let them out in the general population, so they have the run of the house except for bedrooms and stuff.
They're still very small. They're 9 weeks and 8 weeks?
No, not even that old. He's
8 and 7.
Yeah, 8 and almost 8 and almost 10, but they're still she is not 2 pounds yet, and he's not 3 pounds yet. Mm-hmm. So they're small. They're still little.
So they gotta be babysat.
Yeah, well, just you want to play with them. They're fun, and it's cute. They'll come and they'll sleep on you and stuff like that, and. You
want to give a shout out to the rescue?
Oh,
not that they're watching this.
Sure. So we got them from a group called Big Sky Ranch, and it's called the Catnip Foundation. Catnip. And I'm not sure what catnip stands for. It's an acronym for something. It's on their website, and I can put a link to that in the show notes as well. But that's who we got them from. They're up in Folsom, which is north of us.
And they're not just a cat rescue. They have all kinds of animals, you said, huh?
Yeah, they have horses. They have dogs. There's turkeys out there.
Like a rescue turkey.
It's wild. It's just, beautiful out in the horse country of Folsom, and just this beautiful piece of land. And they have wellness retreats out there and different things like that. But they do a lot of TNR and low-cost spaying and just a lot of different things. But they are a great group.
Are they doing a charity event today? Because I've been getting emails.
Today is Give NOLA Day. And so they're one of the charities that people can donate to for Give NOLA Day. So
that might be an idea. Whenever I do my Titties for Kitties colorway again for the Tits Out Collective, probably in the summer, I think I may donate the money. Because I did the Alley Cat Collective, Alley Cat Allies last year, and that was fine. But this is a local place, so I'm happy to give back locally to a local place.
Absolutely.
And we may go there whenever we're ready to get a friend for Pearl, because people have been asking me if Pearl's going to get a friend. It's on the calendar.
I think Pearl would enjoy having a friend. She may not like it initially, but I think long term she would, because she and Hagrid were besties.
Yeah. So we may be going there to adopt at some point. With all the cat talk, I think that's...
I wanted to give one more shout out that we didn't do.
Okay.
So when we went to DFW, one of our good friends, Lynette's, her husband, he has got this really cool YouTube video, and I don't. Is it Brick EMS on YouTube also?
I don't know about YouTube. Let me check.
Yeah. So he's on Instagram as Brick EMS, and he does all these really cool EMS related vignettes out of Legos. And so that's what he posts on Instagram. But he also does other ones too for like people that he knows and different things
Brick
like
EMS
that. So
YouTube.
he is Brick EMS on YouTube, and I'll post a link to his YouTube video. And I wanted to give a shout out to him because he made a Lego of Robin and I. And Robin will post the picture. And you can see, us in Lego form, which I thought was really, really fun. So that's something off my bucket list.
Yeah.
I was a Lego. And it's not anything that we get to keep or anything. He just made that.
Just the picture.
Made the picture and sent us to it. And I wanted to give him a shout out because he is really, really cool. And he's great. And, if you know anybody who is either in the medical field or
likes Legos,
or is an EMT or works anything in that kind of a thing, go check out his YouTube video or his Instagram and just see the really cool things that he does. He's very creative.
Very cool.
Yeah, I meant to mention that last time, so I apologize.
We had so much stuff last time because it had been so long, but now we're back on schedule because it's been just about 2 weeks.
Yep.
Look at us go. Woo-hoo! So I like to do that consistently if we can keep up with it.
Yes, we do. We would like that. Sometimes life gets in the way, but it is our intent to be consistent if we can.
Yeah. I need to buy more stuff so I have stuff to show. That's on my goals is to buy more yarn.
Wow. I need to start knitting on other things than just the
charity stuff in the blanket.
Well, not just that. Just maybe find me another mindless knitting shawl or something, even to where I'm still at the point where I'm picking things up and putting them down, but obviously as they get older, I don't feel like I've got to go over and play with them every time they walk by. I'm not really babysitting. It's just I can't help waving that feather stick because it's so much fun to watch them attack everything.
They don't stay little for long.
No. Yeah. No, they're fun to play with. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have you do a sample knit for me.
I have offered to do tons of sample knits for you, and you say, I'll think about it.
Maybe a birds of a feather. I did some kits last weekend that I really like, so that may be an idea.
I am open to that.
Let's do a little shop update segment.
All right.
I hadn't written that in the show notes, but now I'm talking about it. So I have a little bit of stuff to show. So mostly the number one thing that I have to show is I have a new colorway, Harry Potter colorway, because Friday was the Harry Potter update. So this is a Luna Lovegood colorway called Just as Sane as I Am. And this is it on DK. I think this might be your Birds of a Feather.
Okay.
Not on DK, but this and then like a pinky.
Okay, that with the pink?
This color mohair. But darker.
Because the niece was doing it with the blue, and that would be beautiful.
Yeah,
also.
I don't have any of the blue in stock. I might do the blue. The blue is nice. I don't know. I gotta think about it.
I like both. So either one you choose, I'll be happy to do.
Yeah. So that is the new colorway. I also have Sorcerer's Stone Fade mini skein sets. So I had the idea to do a mini skein set of the colorways based on the books because I have so many colorways, especially from the first couple of books. So I had so many from the Sorcerer's Stone that I could make a fade. So I have this available in mini skeins and also dyed to order on full skeins if you want to do a big fading project. So these are Knitwit Oddment Tweak, Weasley Twins Snowball Fight, Keeper of the Keys, Tea at Hagrid's, and Wingardium Leviosa. I really love those together.
Yeah, they look good.
So I do have plenty of mini skein sets left. I do have from the Harry Potter update, I'm just pulling stuff, but Magical Me, this one is on Sparkle. And then Delacour, this one is on DK. So there's a really good assortment of, actually I kind of like those together. I'm gonna fade. Pretty. There is a really good assortment of yarn still available. I think I sold out of, I know I sold out of Just as Sane as I Am.
I was going to say, because you had to dye some more.
Yeah, but I did dye more, so there is some in the shop on all the bases.
Sold out of the mohair and the Kingston?
No, yes, sold out of the mohair and Kingston, but it's fun. I think almost everything I still have. So if you have been looking for some Harry Potter yarn, now is a good time to get it because there's plenty of it in the shop. And I'm going to start pulling skeins for Houston Fiber Fest probably in the next week or so. So if you see something you like, jump on it soonish. So with that being said, I think that's all we have to talk about.
I think so.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting on YouTube and Ravelry and all the good stuff.
Yeah, we were very touched that people missed us while we were gone.
Yeah.
You know, we don't think we're all that interesting. You know, we're just people who love yarn, and we kind of do this for fun, but it was very touching to see that some of y'all missed us.
Yeah.
We did miss y'all as well.
Yep. We do have some friends who are about to start a podcast, so whenever they start, we'll give you links to them because that's bound to be really fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of people that we want to watch, that's what I was thinking. But for now, we will sign off. We will say goodbye, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.